Hi guys, this is Targan coming at you with another episode of Hades, and today very excited because
What do you need there, pal?
uh we should be completing the story mode, the epilogue. I think we're gonna deliver the last thing to Demeter. We're just gonna wear her boon and walk in and hand it to her, and then I mean we're gonna try to get out too, but I don't know what's gonna happen whenever we deliver the last one, so we're just gonna take this Shield of Chaos. And do we need to have final conversations with anyone? Did I talk to everybody yet? I wanted to get Sisyphus out of his thing, but I don't think it's gonna like lock me out of doing stuff anymore when we're done here, so I'm not super worried about it.
Just please be careful where you go after you eat all this time, okay, Serby?
Ah, I'm up!
Yeah, okay, we already did all the talking last night. I remember.
What do the three fates have in mind?
And all we have to do is an approval process to get 15.
I think I'll try this one.
Titan Blood.
Done.
Yeah, we can just put on approval process, one extreme measure, and this, and then we'll be able to go right in. And we'll just see what we get.
Do your worst, Father.
While it would be nice to go out, I'm just using the rail because I haven't used it very much, and I figured we could sculpt a difficulty that wasn't too tough. And here we go.
Demeter, this is for you.
This is the last message to deliver. Very excited.
What's all of this, young Zagreus? A message of some sort for me indeed. I can't decipher it, although it bears the marks of my two foster brothers here. And, well, it seems we'd better compare notes.
That was the last of the invitations.
Alright, so special stronger for chill. Yeah, that's a really strong thing there. We could take the beam. I used to like be totally married to the Demeter cast, but now yeah, 157 on the special is lovely. And if we stand in it, then we get a damage boost ourselves, so we can just
I'm empty.
get it boosted immediately. Take the Artemis boon here for certain, no question.
Ringers.
And then we'll get a Chaos boon here. Of course, we are restricted from the ability, but we already have
Lady Artemis.
a strong enough thing to basically do the whole build on the back of.
Great hunter, Zagreus. I guess your mother Nyx must have expected someday that you'd pick up a few pointers from myself.
Oh, she's going to be so surprised when she learns who I am. Alright, so already cast, yes please.
Might as well.
And we're inviting Chaos. We did have to invite Chaos to the party too. We don't know if he's going to come, but if they want to, then we'll be happy to have them.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. It's just my mother, we're reaching out to the Olympians, trying to reconnect the family. It's been a while, relatively, since she and
You are
Father saw the
cordially
others,
invited.
but in case a gathering occurs, I did wish you to know you're cordially invited too.
Cordially invited. A generous proposal, son of Hades. Though unless your gathering is to occur within my space, please understand it would be difficult for me to bring the full entirety of my presence there. However,
Chaos is going to show up to our party. How lovely. I need to remember that we are on the 9-minute timer and not to spend too long messing around in rooms, but here we go. Special for 49% more damage. The best thing we could have hoped for out of the Chaos boons for this build's power. And we'll just take more damage for a bit, which at this point in the game is not too much of a worry, as you should theoretically be able to avoid getting too injured by your foes. Theoretically. The build is marvelously punchy for the single target. That's right, I don't have enough heat for this. Alright, so it's been told to me that the rockets are like the amazing thing for this gun, the hammer. I never took it because I thought it sounded bad, but we're gonna go with it this time if it presents itself. But there's a lot of special synergies we'd want. The 5 spread pattern, probably the most ideal. Hazard bomb, that was the one that is pretty good. All right, so attack, damage in an area, and briefly slows foes. That's better than heat seeking, right? Yes. It definitely is. Because now, if we get something like a Poseidon boon on the primary, then anything that's going to make it easier for you to keep people in one place. And explosive firing is wonderful for sinking a lot of different status effects and potentially... Man, I took way too much there. I was not paying attention to the bombs. Oh, I just have 61 total max HP, so...
You received an ice-cold blessing courtesy of Elder Goddess Demeter. Now, personally, I think water's best in liquid form, but who am I to judge?
Alright, and... we're taking the dash, right? No, we're taking the attack. No. No, the Poseidon dash is just too wonderful. And we don't have, like, super high difficulty to worry about in the later game from the heat. So, I think we'll just stick with this on the grounds that I don't even use my auto attack very often. And really something... I mean, I'd still love it Poseidon on the auto attack, don't get me wrong. I just think the dash is a smarter move. Because it works for situations when I don't need to be sitting still, and the rest of my build does very, very well in situations when I can sit still. So that's just the calculus there.
My boon from chaos is transformed.
There's a fountain in here, there's a fountain in here, so we'll be all the way up.
There we go.
Wonderful. Charon or money? Definitely Charon. If you can afford the first boon, like here in the game, it's pretty sweet to get yourself set up.
Should come in useful.
So, 13% more damage on the stuff. Yes, please.
I can't. I'm empty. I can't.
Yeah, for the... maybe the dataless one will work out in the long run. The special one would have been far better, but I would have had to avoid it. And so I'm not terribly upset about it. I like the railgun now. Now that I appreciate that the special is quite large damage and you just need to be playing like evasively. Which sort of suits my preferences anyway. It's just instead of dash strikes, you're dash dropping big old Demeter bombs on everybody. And hers is it's not like... it's not the best one to have a Demeter boon on, but it's not so bad, because you're going to be doing it fairly frequently. Poseidon over Charon, absolutely. Gimme wall knock. If you get wall knock this early in the game, it's just so fun. Alright, Rupture. 50 DPS on Rupture is a lot now, and it's, you know, it's 150 over the course of it, which is a huge, huge chunk at this point in the game. So we'll go with it. The slam damage is fine, but if you just get Watery Explosion, you don't even need the slam damage anymore. I would happily take all of them if it came to it. Man, Electo was really fooling me there. Alright, focus on the color of the hair. Hit the blonde one. Hello, Kavisha. We just delivered the last message to Demeter at the beginning of this run, and we're just trying to get out and see what's up with that.
I'm empty.
And we're also, if we get out with this, we'll get the achievement for the Harsh Punishments Pact, where you have to, get out with one each of the conditions under the pact over time. So we also might potentially level up the last of the keepsakes in this run.
Always disturbing.
Because if I push to Dionysus right now, just to get it, and then we can do the Mom Pomegranate for Elysium to max it, and that'll be fun. It'll be like a big chunk of
Symphony has failed me, has she?
Don't mind me, Father.
stuff. Yeah. So of all the keepsakes, the only ones we have to left to level up are Dionysus with 8 encounters, and that'll be the very last one. Yeah, that'll be the very last one. So we'll do that right now.
Go with that one.
Do I plan on 100% of the game and doing high 8 challenges? Maybe. I really like the game, and I don't feel like I'm, done with all the stuff, but I am trying for all the Steam achievements.
Closer to the surface.
I guess a true 100% would also be like doing all the quests that are in the thing and maybe buying all this stuff. I don't know if I had done all the other things, I don't know if I would bother with like clicking on all of the things for the house renovation, but I definitely am getting all of the Steam achievements, no question, and I'm gonna try to probably get the various quests that are in there too, depending on how reasonable they are. But I think I need to just,
Can't do that.
I don't know how to unlock the weapons, but I think it's just spending blood in them to level them up. So
I'm out.
Heads up.
because with the Steam achievements, there's like, there's some stuff that it doesn't make you do. Like I didn't even notice them until I was more limited on my achievements. I was looking through like the Skelly little statue things in the corner, the useless Skelly trinkets, the achievements are called. All right, 17 more damage on this. Yes. There's an upgrade for gemstones on Underworld bosses. Yes, I did get that one. I got it kind of late, but I did end up getting it. Max HP or money? Money. This build, I think, is going to have a very casually easy time with learning, and also our extreme measures was only for the first boss fight.
I'm empty.
Because this one is, my measure is reduced choices for boons, but we already have some of what I would call my most preferred boons in the game. Which, for the gun, what I'm really looking for is a very strong special, and the Demeter one is very strong. We also got a Chaos Power to special already, so our build is souped up. I love the Artemis cast just generally, and then, we've got Rupture and the Poseidon Dash, which are two of my most favorite abilities in the game too, so going good. But yeah, I have like, many thousands of gemstones, maybe like 1,600, something like that. Alright, so Eurydice or Charon. We go for Eurydice and the boon quality because that's who I am.
Welcome back.
And we will give her another Ambrosia and get a chibi Eurydice face for the acorn, maybe?
I'm telling you right now, where would my culinary practice be if not for you?
Ah, Eurydice, my heart.
Culinary practice would be every bit as extraordinary, though I'm pleased to have done small service to you in this great pursuit.
Yeah, Kavisha,
Well, we both know
I
you
lost
don't
my
have
second
to
in a row
be
Charon fight, or rather, the one that
Obviously,
would have been my
it's not
second
making
win.
friends here anytime soon. So all the more reason it's been a real
That one will
treat
be the
to
hardest
know
one for
you.
me, probably.
If I may say, you're a hell of a guy, Your Royal Majesty.
Ah, Eurydice, you're so nice. Oh my goodness, she's got a little twig in her mouth just like in real life. I love it.
Hey, what's up, hon?
That's
Say, you
that's
must
great.
know a lot of big
Eurydice,
shots, don't
you should come
Other gods
and
you
sing
know
for all the gods.
I know a few. As a matter of fact, I heard recently from Hermes. Wanted you to know he felt sorry for how things ended up. That's something to do with when Orpheus went in here after you.
Oh, that's sweet of him. Nice enough guy for an Olympian. Yeah, he was the one who dropped me off here in the first place. No hard feelings here. He was just doing his job. It was Orpheus who messed everything up.
Truth.
Hope you like it.
Why, thank you.
Well, see ya.
All right, so we'll have upgraded boon rarity on this Dionysus one. I would actually very happily take Dionysus on the auto attack here. This is an example of a weapon where the Dionysus auto attack, even though it doesn't increase your power, would be fine, because if you just want status effects for synergies, it would be good.
Can't do that.
Clean.
Dionysus.
Hey, you're in good with Thanatos, isn't that right? A real broody sort. Sometimes I think maybe I ought to just invite him to a feast, but then what if he cools the whole thing down, makes everybody kind of you know?
Everybody kind of Those are considerations. Aw. And it locks us out of that. We're going to take reduced damage. Yeah. 20% reduced damage at 40% hit points or low is really good for me, because I tend to spend time at there. You know, and after post-death defiance, that's where you'll be. And often I can behave like real carelessly, like in the early Hades fight or in a lot of fights, and then I'm like, okay, I got to get my act together. But then it's too late. But here, we're in better shape. What would I get rid of the Artemis cast for? No one asked, but I am thinking about it. The Athena cast. I actually really love the Athena cast. I never used it until like my 80th attempt or something, and this is just like attempt 90 something, you know, like 94. But then I finally used it, and one of my friends said it was amazing, and he you know, got all the achievements and such. But I like to learn at my own pace, as as anyone can tell you, which is sometimes fast and sometimes blindingly, painfully slow.
Not yet. I'm empty.
Where are my casts at? Here we go.
Can't do that.
A centaur heart. Let's have a look here.
Force a Chaos Gate? Yeah, absolutely. And here, money, which we'll take.
That was ill-advised.
Yeah. You never think any of my ideas are smart, old man. And you're only right most of the time.
There we go.
I'm out.
Yeah, that was fine. Hades doesn't know what he's talking about.
And my keep.
Key for the reroll. This is kind of important. I want to save my rerolls not for greed, but to protect myself. Because if they want to make me like override my special with like a Dionysus hit, I'm going to need to be able to protect myself from that. Alright, what do we have today? Learning heads. We should have a fine enough time taking care of them. We can just dash strike them down, so I think we're going to smoke them in this one. Yeah, we're already up 6-0. This was my first... This is how you get the achievement for Thanatos. It's how I got it. Some of the rooms are... I don't know how you would do it. Some of them don't even have 15, but some rooms have little miniature Hydra heads, and then you can get quite a lot. You know, not me, because I'm doing badly, but we're still up 5. We're fine. There's a Chaos Gate in here. We're going to need to remember to take it.
Not now. You die next. Not now. Dead.
Life is short.
We only beat him by 12, which is fine. Where is he? Here is he.
More than I did.
I know.
I should be getting back.
What are we giving up for this? Don't say like Hermes or a hammer. Hermes. Ah. We're taking the Chaos Boon anyway. I hate to pass up a Hermes Boon. We have already welcomed Chaos to the party. He says he's going to go, so we're going to be happy to see them if they're telling the truth. Dash for lower range, but boon quality goes up. Gotta do it. Charon here. We're going to hope for, like, health plus double boon. Well, we'll at least get the Dionysus Cup call in. Here we go. Attack for Hangover, just what we wanted. And we'll buy the max health also. And now it's time for the learning fight. Our dash is reduced, but we shouldn't have to use too much of it here. Because, again, it's base level learning.
Hiss once if you think you're going to lose.
And it is Orange Learny, which is, I think, the one with the summons. So we'll just have to remember to drop specials on the eggs, and we'll be all right. I do worry about our power going forward, because, like, at the start it was fine, you know. Yeah, our specials drop in 300 blasts, but now I don't know how we're going to scale, but maybe the hangover effect giving us the status effect, maybe that'll be what we need. And maybe if I start standing in the blast like I'm supposed to for enhancing my power, that'll help too. Maybe it's only more powerful if I'm in the blast whenever it falls down. I don't know. I didn't read it very carefully. But we've got our dash, we've got ruptures, yeah, like, we're going to be fine for the tunnels. And relatively fine on wave clear. I just think it's somewhat low on single target. Like, I'm not worried about the Hades fight, though, because so much of it is fire and forget and reliable, and we'll be able to deal with the ads quick. We'll just have to remember, that we are mortal. So you stand in the blast, and then it empowers it for a bit. Got it. If I could get the 5 spread, the best thing in the game. But a nice little clean learning fight. We've got 7 minutes overrolling on the clock, so once again, the 9-minute timer, depending on your style and experience, I could see, like, there were a couple of times where I was pushing it a little close, but I was talking to myself too. But it seems like at 9 minutes, usually it's fine. Here, we have to do 2 more rooms with Dionysus' boon to level it up. And, why not? Why not? There's no reason not to get this achievement now, so we're going to get it now. Here, force another Chaos Gate? I mean, yeah, why not? Greed is good. If it's here with a Daedalus Hammer, though, I'm going to be sad. It always happens to me. They give you a Chaos Gate at the very beginning, and then it's like... Or you could have a Hammer, which, if that's the choice, I'm taking the Hammer. Is it always this setup? I just paid 55 gold to not take that Chaos Gate. It's fine. I have to get the Hammer because the upside for the Hammer is so dramatically huge. Oh, they always come back? Okay. I did not know that. But yeah, they're so good. Like, they're just... even when it's like, man, I feel like this thing could supercharge me, because a hammer could just add 300% to what you do all of a sudden, and nothing else can do what a hammer can do. But hopefully we'll get a good one. We've already got a couple of Chaos Boons in this run, right? So it's not like we're deprived. We've got special, and we're working on the one for boon quality, which is nice. And here we go. We can use our special 3 times in rapid succession. Very clearly... Very clearly, this was the right choice. Oh my goodness, there's never been a more correct choice in the history of me playing the game than that one there. I mean, I could have potentially not, paid Chaos, or Charon for the Chaos thing, but that's not the choice we're talking about. We're talking about the choice to not go down once I bought it. That's a lot of damage. All right, we have solved our single target DPS theoretical issues. I would love to get the Athena cast still to override this one, but we're all fine. Honestly, I hate to say it. I hate to say anything like, friends forever. We have achieved max rank of each standard keepsake, and now that achievement is in the bag. I believe that is the least achieved achievement in all of Steam. You wanted to get triple and cluster together? I bet you could. I bet you could. Here we're going to take Demeter. So Ares is very easy to avoid for me. And Demeter's is not so easy. Alright, so... when all flows are chill afflicted, they decay. Yes, please. Because our cast is so fundamental to it, and we now have the 3 bombs, it's this is where we're going with it.
That's the way it is then. Not yet.
The guys with shields are particularly galling with ranged weapons, but we'll be alright for, like, Theseus and such. Because we still have, you know, our summon to fall back on. I need to quit tanking unnecessary hits, said myself a million times, and listened never.
Can't do that.
Clean.
My boon from chaos is
Ares Call would be fine. Battle Rage would also be really good here. Battle Rage is really good here. But Invuln on the call can save a whole run. Or life, you know, when you're in panic mode. So we'll take that. 50% damage on undamaged foes for 30 coins. We'll take it just to make quicker work of everything. Go to Dionysus here, not least. Hello, random guy. Goodbye, random guy.
Thank you, short one.
Not now.
I can't.
Shouldn't have charged into that one. Pretty bad stuff.
I'm empty.
Interesting.
But our build has a quite significant amount of damage over time in addition to the sinking there. So we've got Demeter Decay, we've got Rupture off of the Poseidon Dash, and Hangover from the auto attack.
Got you, Bullman. Lord Dionysus.
So very nice. If we could get Spreading Hangover, here we go. Here we absolutely go. Oh, this is tough. So Hangover afflicted foes taking more crit damage. That's like... or critical chance. That's like really good. But getting a ton of my HP back is really good too. We're going to be greedy. We're wearing the Patroclus Spear Point when we get to the sticks anyway, so we're just going to be greedy.
I'm empty.
I mean, it's not that greedy. Not taking HP isn't that greedy, because what we got for this is awesome.
That one's come back.
And saying no to a duo boon, especially one like this, where it's going to give us like a huge crit percentage, you know, we just have to do our auto attacks sometimes, and then before you know it, it's going to be crit city. I think this was definitely the right choice. It's a lot of offense. And the other one is what, going to save me from being careless? Nothing can save me from being careless. Many, many Hades boons have tried. But there is no build in the world so good to save me from myself.
Gemstones.
Pretty nice room. A lot of armored foes, happy to get through it, I think, without taking any hits. Here we go. We've already fought the Minotaur, so we'll go for the simple room and the keys over the darkness. Hi, Natasha. We have delivered all of the invitations, so now we're just trying to get out. We just got an achievement for maxing all the keepsakes, which is very, very exciting. And this build is sick. Now you're up to date. Man, that was 2 chariot shots and then an archer hit. Terrible, terrible. Alright, we're at 17 hit points. We just need to not get hit anymore. And I'm confident that something will bring us up to life again. Alright.
I should go. Should be something useful here.
HP for a chamber. We're just going to take this trove trial and be greedy.
Those tropes are not for you.
If we die, there's a non-zero chance that we'll meet Patroclus and get away with it by getting all of our lives back. But this is a great example of why not being greedy and taking the defensive Dionysus Boon would have been good, because I would have had plenty of HP as a cushion rather than 17. But, you know, it ended up being a perfect choice, and I didn't take any damage. I still have 17. And now, with that money, I will buy that and some move speed, too, because why not? Here, we're going for the max HP.
I can't.
Whoops. Right into an arrow. Pretty bad stuff.
Not now.
But we still got 10 HP left. 35. Man, if we go to a Patroclus door, and I was going to say, and we can't get in because of all of this nonsense. So here we go to Artemis, because we already have crit free from the Hangover tie-in and from her cast. So if we get like exit wounds, that could be solid. March for Death in any level is what we're aiming for, though, because with such a high crit percentage casually, then that'll get the rolling crits going, and then the wave clear will get even more outrageous than it is. 33 hit points left. Not great, not bad either. Oh, come on. Let me live. I just want to do the right thing by not getting hit by these chariots. I think one chariot hit'll pop me. Oh, no. Oh, okay. The next one did, though. Maybe it'll be fine. Oh, devastating. So because of the thing, I'm not going to be able to get double cast, which is my favorite thing. All right, so 4% crit chance, faster God gauge for crits. We're just going to go 4% more crit. And now this build is going to be critting all over the place. We are going to Charon here over max HP and probably bind some max HP too. No, all right, here we go. And marvelous. We get our double cast after all.
Delicious.
And we'll take 4% more damage reduction at low HP. So it's very important that we not drop a stock here, so that I can, like, win the Hades fight. Because I would like to win.
You shall go no further. Gracious audience. Can't do that.
Whoops. Big whoops.
Lord Zeus, I call upon your might. Help, King Theseus. Death returns.
All right, perfect, marvelous. That is how to do this fight at no heat modification. That's just how it's done. You slam them both down with AoE. As soon as he does the God Call and the invulnerability drops on both of them, you slam the Thanatos Call, you pop both of them with massive damage. Good to go. All right, and now we're switching to the Patroclus Spear Point because we want to get out, and that's the best way to do it in the whole game, no doubt, no doubt. 40% damage on the special, even though these encounters are short, we're still going to take it, because why not?
Courtesy of the pact.
I just gotta get out this time, right? Like, because if I don't, then after all this time, after delivering all the messages, like, am I still in some small way a failure? Artemis Boone first.
Not yet.
Wonderful, wonderful efficiency here in the build. And, of course, as always, the Patrickle Spear Point saving me from some amount of damage there. Probably a lot. These rooms are quite simple to deal with here. I think most of the boss fights will be fine, too, just because we have pretty significant things going on with the power. There we took an auto attack from a rat, which did like 30 damage, and that one did 35. Yikes. Do I want to purge any of these boons? No, absolutely not. Because we will go to the Hades fight immediately upon getting the Satyr Sack. We're not going to be pushing any of the other stuff.
Can't do that.
And I'm just trying to do this somewhat safely. I don't want to get poisoned if I can avoid it, and I can't. Alright, there we go. We make the rounds, avoid the traps, and somehow get out of the room with most of our life intact. Alright, excellent. Now we have crit damage to mark crit damage, which means that with our crit chance, there's just going to be massive crits going around all the place, all the time. We're going to buy those boons afterward, not before. Here we're going for max HP. Because I would probably rather have that than a Demeter boon at this point, although some of the Demeter boons could be quite good. And I don't know all of her duo boons that that could potentially, you know, come in to tie it up, but...
Not yet.
The amazingness of this build is that you don't even have to point at anything. The dash is AoE, the attack is AoE. Here, do we... Yeah, we'll spend 45 on HP. I don't think we're gonna... Yeah. You know, 45 coins for 66 HP isn't amazing, but it's not terrible. And here we go. We made the right choice. Going for the heart.
Entire sack of something.
And now we're at 240 HP. We've got 2 stocks left, and we're just going to buy the Dionysus boon
I can use this.
here, and useless. Well, we're going to re-roll that. Both of those are late game ones. Deal more damage while foes are hangover affected. I mean, sure, whatever. At that point, I was afraid they were going to make me roll into more useless things.
Weakness, Satyr Sacks proved terribly effective once again.
Alright.
Bye for now, boy.
At 21:30 out the door, 14:30 on the clock, plenty of time to get out. All we have to do is get out, and we're going to get another achievement, and I think maybe the party achievement. So, I will cast off
Nice out here.
my cloak. It's really just a robe.
I've other work to get to. Arm yourself and let us end this quickly, boy.
All right, old man. You asked for it.
Darkness.
I'm out.
Ready.
Whoops. Ow, that hurts so much.
Darkness.
Can't do that.
Okay, I need to be more careful.
Zagreus. How fared your plundering of my domain?
This is bad because these guys are really evasive, and I don't know how long it's going to take us to stick damage on them, but I guess it's just the one guy, so that's not so bad.
Surely you could have avoided that.
Oh no, I hit the thing. I meant to not do that. Well, that's really, really bad. Really, really fat-fingered that one there. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Yeah, we're in phase 2. We got 60 hit points and 2 stocks left. We've got damage reduction at the lower hit point levels. It's fine. Whoopsie. I think, yeah, at this point, maybe we'd be better off not trying to evade the attacks and just shooting them. No. We're obviously going to try to evade this one.
Can't do that. You brought this on yourself.
I can't.
Alright. First stock down. We're fine, though. I think I could just sit here and fight him at this point. Yeah, Ares call. We'll cut him up, and there you go. Nice and easy. We still had 1 stock left. The build damage is really, really high, so I
See you back at home.
I didn't need to worry too much. 25% damage reduction after 40 HP is real good, too.
Again.
Let's do this again sometime. Sure, Dad.
In the name of Hades.
So, nice and good. Increasing the adamant rail record. I'm not sure what the previous one was, but now we're at 23:43 on that. So now our spear is the slowest by like 20 seconds. And
Then, valiantly striding Zagreus was set upon by 7 bloodless slam dancers and slain, or something of the sort.
so we invited all the Olympians. I believe that's all of them. All the ones in the game. Not all of them. I don't want like a Sleeping Beauty situation to happen where Hephaestus hits me with a big old hammer and throws me in a volcano because I didn't think he was an Olympian.
Mother.
Zagreus.
It's done, Mother. Father, the invitation.
Hey, there we go.
Personally sent to everyone with whom I've been in contact. So what do we do now?
Excellent, Zagreus. Congratulate him.
Oh, she
Hades,
got all flowery.
on a job well done.
Persephone, how can you be so certain your request was executed to your satisfaction?
It's known as trust, Hades. Or faith. They're similar. Try
A
one
great big
sometime.
feast, indeed.
It'll be good for you. As for what we do next, why, we've a great big feast we must prepare.
This house is not a suitable location for such guests. Dionysus alone shall bring ruin to this place. Or, the thing that you said.
Yes, good. Now then, we have a lot of work to go around. So why don't
Dionysus
we
never
call
does
everyone
anything
on
alone.
staff and let them in on this, and dole out suitable responsibilities, all right?
Aha.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Thus did all of Olympus journey deep into the underworld, all together for the very first time.
Epilogue.
The Queen Persephone revealed herself.
Hera is not gonna come.
Much to their surprise, and told them everything she indicated to her son. She eloped with grim Lord Hades, she said, mothering a fire-stepping prince who sought to reconnect with his extended family. Hades and Persephone at first refused his wish, but so moved were they by his relentless struggles to the surface that at last they decided to heed their willful Zagreus and reach out, for his and everybody's sake. The Olympians listened to all this in stunned silence. Then Zeus himself...
So Zeus knows this is a lie.
Welcome back into the family, he said.
But he also knows he gets away with it.
Shock subsided.
Because Zeus knows that he, like, kidnapped Persephone in this iteration of the story.
You and your better half put on a positively smashing night. It's a relief for all of us, knowing Persephone is safe and sound. And mother to as noble of a son as my good nephew there.
They both have such billowing heads of hair.
I, in turn, appreciate you all taking time out of your doubtless busy lives to come all this distance to my house. I'm certain it is very modest in comparison to Mount Olympus, but I trust that you were suitably entertained.
Man, Hades' mustache is so good.
Of course, Hades.
If I had a mustache like that, oh, I wouldn't need anything else. Not ever again. Just electricity and this coffee and that mustache, that's all I'd need.
When finally the great feast ended, all the Olympians returned to their mountain abode, fully satisfied. As for the house of Hades, it required thorough cleansing, from the rafters to the floor. Such revelry, of course, is unbecoming of the name of Hades, and the fearsome reputation of the underworld.
Ah, that's a good line.
If mortals were to have no fear of death, then they would have no fear of anything at all.
If mortals were to have no fear of death, they would have no need for fear of anything at all.
This would live on.
Marvelous. Family reunited. All of the Olympians are bros now.
Whew. I'd say that went about as well as could have been expected. And the cleanup wasn't all that bad. For the most part.
Well, fortunate Uncle Zeus seemed to catch on right away and went along with it. But this whole elaborate tale you spun...
Uncle Zeus is so used to lying about what he does that it came really naturally to him.
What if they find out? Even if they don't, I don't like it.
Zagreus, I may not be an expert, but here's what I've come to understand about how families work. At least our own. The thing is, how we speak to one another is even more important than the words we use. I think, deep down, everyone in our family knows this.
And that's how you can tell I'm not in the family, because I don't modulate how I speak at all, but I do change the words sometimes.
You're saying they all knew you weren't being perfectly honest and went along with it anyway. I guess the pomegranate thing in particular was a bit of a stretch.
The common ground in our family is that we want peace. Besides Ares, though even he would rather the conflict occur elsewhere. That elaborate tale, it's less a deception and more a concession. A way of saying, let's move on from the past and start anew. No hard feelings.
You don't have hard feelings? What about father? What about Demeter?
Well, let's see. My hard feelings are nothing next to the joy of having my son in my life. Your father never imagined his relationship with me could be out in the open. And my mother, she's just glad I'm alive.
Great
And Uncle
success.
Zeus is glad things didn't turn out worse for him. I get the sense he acts a bit impulsively at times and deals with the consequences later.
As good a summation of the character of Zeus as anyone has ever given.
You, Zagreus, we're family. You've said it yourself to me before. We're stuck with one another. That any of us like each other in the slightest. It's a wonder and a blessing, I think.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Thanks, Mother. Think I'll be heading out again soon. See you when I get back.
Sounds good. I'll see you then.
Prophecy fulfilled.
Oh!
Chef.
Oh, thanks for talking to me, Prince. I have to go.
Alright, so I guess that's that.
I don't often see you interact with Hypnos, Nyx, so I just wanted to make sure. Is everything all right?
Hypnos still is learning independence, child. Thus I have decided it is best to keep my distance from him temporarily. Else he shall continue to rely upon me, even for completing the most rudimentary requests. We have agreed he shall not call upon me for the time being.
Nyx is absolutely over his antics.
Can't remember the last time I saw you speaking with him now that you mention it.
Based on his rate of progress, I suspect his education shall have been complete well before the dawning of the next age.
Well, keep it up, Hypnos. Chamber music.
Ah, yes.
I have to ask you something, Orpheus. It seems like everything has been alright for you, except you don't look very happy to me, mate.
Well, he is dead, Zagreus.
Between you and Eurydice, I mean.
Oh, but your concern is much appreciated, friend. I feel I am in an everlasting bliss. It simply does not show upon my countenance. Perhaps through song is how I best express
I
myself.
wonder if those fingernails would be good for playing a lyre with.
You're doing wonderfully at it, mate.
Yeah, so there's just all of this stuff to buy. And I have 1,800, and some of it costs, you know, thousands in itself. We'll put up a... Oh, yeah, we'll put up a painting of Nyx. That'll be nice.
Around here. How about right over there on that wall?
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at it. It's a great painting. She'll love that. And then we'll put up a painting of the Furies also.
Pose with the other two. They look downright civil.
Oh, no. I mean, it looks nice. I didn't realize it would take the same slot on the wall.
How about we make an adjustment right over here, if that's okay?
I mean, it's nice to have that painting of them, but clearly the one of Nyx is better.
How about this, contractor?
And we'll have a little aquarium.
Place to safely care for all the fish I've been hauling in.
Nice.
Well, I don't see why not.
My music stand.
Contractor, work approved.
We're just gonna buy some stuff. We're about to do another run, though. Alright, one for the ages. There's that achievement. Reach the epilogue of the story. Now I'm going to complete this. We get 20 ambrosia.
One big happy family.
And now we're going to complete harsh conditions for 15 more Titan blood. And an achievement I should get when I leave the room, because you get the achievement when it autosaves. Nope, right now. Alright. Fulfill the harsh conditions prophecy. So now we have just 7 more prophecies to complete. We need to earn all the companions, get the skelly trinkets, unlock all the weapon aspects, fulfill End of Torment, that one's got Sisyphus's face, get 30% bonus damage with the pierced butterfly, and use an Olympian's greater call against them in a trial. And that's what we've got left to do. So Olympian's greater call in a trial. I don't know the best way to achieve that. I think if you get the Hermes boon where you get the, you gradually get your God Call thing, that could be doable. But I want to unlock this, and I think the way to do that is to take this blast down, so we're going to the Pomegranate Blossom because it's the best, and we're just going to try to get out at 8 heat with this, just cuz. Alright, so if we take this and then like how to get to 8. Yeah, we could just do perks and then middle management. Yeah, that should be fine. This should be easy enough to do. Jury summons. Not 60% on it, though. Surely not. But yeah, we could try this. No, I don't know. This could be rough. I think this setup could be maybe this. No, we'll try your jury summons thing. We should not give him the perks then, and then take one level somewhere else. Damage control. Yeah, we'll just do another there. So jury summons, extreme measures, middle management, tight deadline. This is either going to be hilariously bad or fine. We'll figure out which.
All right, let's get to work.
You would have better conversation with your chamber walls than with the boatman Charon, boy.
And
All those of the underworld
now that
are
I've spent
ceaseless
5
to
blood
seek
on rail aspect, I'm hoping that we'll unlock one by talking to some NPC, because it seems like besides the Spear of Guan Yu, that's what we got it for. Alright, so foes targeted by my special move slower and take more damage.
This should work. Can't do that. Shoo.
Man, this build is... You know, we're using the same gun as last time, but I'm going to have to remember that it's not the same build.
I'm out.
But with our AoE, the extra opponent shouldn't be too sketchy. Here, we want Doom on auto attack.
How do you do?
And absolutely not on the special. Do we want it on the special? Maybe on the special would be fine, but I would prefer to have, like, increased damage.
Not yet.
If it's a good rarity, we might take it on the special, but on the auto attack would be the preferred thing.
All set.
I wish to tell you once again I had a splendid
Hey,
time
he had a
during
good
our
time at the
recent
party.
trip
That's
to
nice.
Cities, my kin. At last, I've finally seen your death-filled realm firsthand. I learned a great deal. And I look forward to learning more from our successful collaboration,
Attack for Doom, yes please.
The War God's power.
And this is a funny thing, so like the attack for Doom damage is standardized to the level of rarity and stuff. So like it's the same for like the spear as it is for this. So there's definitely some boons, you know, as can be very clearly seen all the time, that are way better on some weapons than others. And I feel like auto attack Ares, you know, maybe there are ways to make it good that I don't know about, but here we've got a way that is definitely good regardless, because yeah, it's sinking in 140 damage over time. We just hit a couple of hits, run away, and then the Doom does the work. It's a status effect that we can sync on.
Not yet.
There we go. There's that. What do we want here?
Wares.
Nothing. We're going to go down here and try to win the Aphrodite boon. Yeah.
Erebus, here I come.
So we can't get hit at all, or this doesn't work. But hopefully...
So you returned.
Just you try and hit me.
Alright, these guys do the dashes, so we just need to work at a distance. Later Erebus gates with more enemies and problems, you know, would be significantly harder to get away with. But here, I think, you know, we just want to stay nice and safe. Because these guys only, you know, they shoot very small amounts of tracers. And it doesn't matter that we're taking a bit of time here. We will have plenty left on the clock anyway, even being super careful with this. And we get it. Awesome. So Aphrodite on special would be great. Aphrodite cast is also very good. Not cast, call. I don't like her cast, it's too close range. And now they'll all say, hey, we're still going to help you out. Here we go. Special for more damage in weak. Yes, please. And Demeter Dionysus here. I probably should have chose Dionysus and hoped for the cast. Huge damage, nice and clean. Hello, Justine.
Young Zagreus, my grandson. I can scarce believe it still. To think that Kore, or Persephone, my daughter, she had been with foster brother Hades all this time. A match I wouldn't have expected or approved. That's why she left.
So here, the cast is, you know, it's not my preferred thing anymore, but we might as well take it because it's still free damage. You got to sink a lot of boons in it to make it good, I think. But a little fire and forget damage is good, you know. And if it sinks in a couple hundred on a foe that you don't see, then that's a thing that'll be nice. And then over time, you know, certain fights, if you need to run away, or like on Lerny, you can just drop them down. They don't get stuck in people, so you don't get the bonuses for that. But there we go. It levels up a little bit from the Pomegranate of the Mother. Here, we're going to take this again. These guys are having too much fun. Trap for 500% damage to foes. I buy this anytime I can.
Not yet. I'm out.
What I want now for the gun, besides special increased damage, like if I get like tracers on the bullets, that would be nice, because if it homes in and casts Doom, then I don't have to aim. Wow, I took so much there. Like 15. Just a terrible, careless amount of damage to take. I need to remember that my Demeter casts are like good turrets to lean into, you know. We can just area control a thing, and then I keep on trying to cast them in an area, but that's not how they work. Alright, and now pomegranate or money? We'll take the money, because we're getting automatic pomegranates anyway. And money could be anything. It could even be boons or a pomegranate, just like I always wanted. Here we have massive trap damage on, so we're just gonna try to lean into that, you know. Wow, I need to quit doing that. Be nice to get an Athena dash to protect myself from myself. But we just need to get out on this run, and then we can get another achievement for the Skelly thing. Making good progress towards the Steam achievements. I mean, getting 3 in the run earlier today, really awesome. I need to start working on the butterfly one at some point, though, but I'm probably going to do that with 0 heat or with heat that doesn't interact with, like, how the run play goes, because I need to not take damage for, like, 20 rooms total. So I might be playing much more gingerly whenever we're trying to level that up. We've got 300 points for Conan. Give me a Hermes boon and a hammer. Nope, Demeter boon.
Pleasure doing business.
I trust your very...
And yes, here we'll buy the pomegranate, but not
Gods grant me strength.
21 on the doom or 24%, 22% on the damage here. Yeah, we're gonna lean into the flourish damage. Hello, Charon.
Hope you enjoyed the feast with the Olympians, Charon. We didn't have much of a chance to chat, though it looked like you and Hermes were having a good time. We'll have to do it again sometime. I'm back, ladies.
I have been longing for a fairer fight with you.
I have my reasons. Pity.
If it's punishment. No!
I'm empty.
You stay right there. I'll make you suffer. Run.
I can't.
Yeah, I forgot how wonderful the Demeter cast is for the Fury fights, because the bosses like to stand still, right? And if you can sink in a freaking 1,000 damage while they are busy standing still and, like, posturing, you can run away. I lost track for a little bit, but the beams will also point towards the proper Fury. No, they'll point towards that enemy, who is not the Fury. Where is she? There we go. Blood and darkness indeed. We have 1:31 left on the clock. It always takes longer for me to get out of Tartarus than Asphodel, though. Mainly because I remember that the clock is there. And although we're on Heat 8, we're only getting the credit for Heat 3, but...
Already made it out of Tartarus.
We're going to keep the Mom Pomegranate on. I didn't even use the summon there.
See you, Tartarus. Good.
Now, time to go upwards. Because there's extreme measures learning, but it should be fine.
Can't do that.
That was too much free damage. Yeah, if we get all of the empowerment going, the Doom ticks for like 300, which is so much damage. Alright, Demeter here for sure. Because at this point, I mean, at any point, but we've already got level 3 on the rare cast, so if we get, you know, the tie-in that makes them get slowed, that's very... And it'll make the cast last longer. That'll really increase our lethality. With our build right now as it stands, I'm somewhat worried about the Satyr tunnels, but, you know, we could just get an Athena boon at any moment and be fine there. We have a fine build, but I would stop short of calling it wonderful at this point, mainly just because of the lack of dash.
In the name of Hades.
And we don't want her dash. Here we go. Cast longer for chill. This is amazing because it's going to slow our enemies down. It's going to be stacking, you know, that on them. This is locked. No, this is a Chaos Gate. Chaos Gate, yes, we're taking it because, well, it could be so many of the things that are good. Special damage, not attack damage, but special damage is what we want most of all. Cast damage would also be wonderful for this build. Boon quality.
So many of my offspring in a single space. At least not without violent intent. I appreciate that you included me, and that you have returned. Shall we continue then?
Alright, so 55% special damage, or one more cast, or 39% more cast damage. I think we'll go with special damage. So they're going to throw Inferno Bombs, and that means I need to not get hit by Inferno Bombs. We're going to Demeter over Dionysus. We don't want the Dionysus dash or call, and Demeter still has... Yeah, there's plenty of rewarding synergies for Demeter things, so... And this one will be quite simple. Oh, they have more abilities. That's right. I need to remember that the mini-bosses have more abilities because I have turned that on. Wow, okay. Whatever that was, it really hurt. It must have been the Inferno Bomb. Alright. 2 boons will become common and then gain rarity. Yes. And it's the cast and the duration of the glare. So actually pretty nice. So now a significant improvement in those will be in the offing. And they were already just like, you know, rare in the first place, so they didn't lose too much rarity. It's going to be real nice when they level up more. Now, like, on the Doom, that would have been even cooler, but you cannot have everything. You can only have some of everything. And I just need to not lose any more stocks to these Inferno Bombs. And I also need to remember that the mini-bosses having more abilities means that they will behave differently than I am used to, and that I need to be careful. This is not a mini-boss room. And I think so far, with how many we've seen, we will probably be able to avoid here. We'll go to Eurydice.
Course is set. Shiny.
The one thing better than...
We're going to go with the increased boon rarity for the next 3. We find it's usually what we do here. I'm very hesitant to take the pomegranate one is fine. I don't want to take the increased boon rarity that we already have, because what if it hits one of the ones that's going to automatically upgrade? Well, that would be very underwhelming, would it not? Here, we take the Ares boon because there's just a lot that would be good here. So, more damage on everything, yes. 16% more damage on everything all the time is much better than 22% after you die. And now, Lerny fight. Can we get through it without dying?
This time, Lerny. Not yet.
Oh, the Inferno Bomb. Oh, you're joking. Alright, so all the Lerny heads are going to drop that too. I can't believe I forgot it again. Alright, so we just need to be very careful when we're popping these heads that we're not sitting still in a previously safe spot like we normally do after popping them. Alright, 47 hit points left. There's no reason, absolutely no reason to drop a stock here, except that now we're at 30.
Not now. I'm empty.
Alright. Now we're at 18. We just need to avoid getting hit anymore. Which should be, you know, casually easy. Because it's just a Bone Hydra head that bounces around unpredictably. But it didn't hit me there. And it's not going to hit me again. There we go. Marvelous! I mean, it was fine. What are you going to do? It worked out.
And clear.
That blasted Hydra never takes my feedback.
And we're going to buy the health. Yes. And just continue on.
Get me out of here.
We're going to do, as always, the Patroclus Spear swap at the top thing. But we're going to keep on getting levels from the Mother Pomegranate here. Maybe I should have taken the Skelly thing, because I really do want to get out, but... Alright, and Hammer to begin. So, let me get something wonderful here. You can't re-roll hammers.
One's rearming.
But I don't want the big blast that will hurt me, but I'll take it. But it's just, this has got to be the last one. Yeah, this is the last room with this stupid Chaos Boon, and then I'm going to have more special damage, so another way for the build to get better. Man, I would really like the Athena dash, but, you know, I could have forced it. Here we go. Special for Rocket that deals 80 base damage.
There, that's it.
I've never used this one before, but I've been told it's very good, especially with some of the other abilities, so perhaps we'll get some of those other abilities. But I think this will complete the prophecy for the gun anyway.
I can't.
You know, maybe this was a terrible choice. You know, it does a ton of damage, but I'm so used to not having to aim that much that I think, yeah, I made a big mistake. Oh boy, now I don't think I'm gonna get out anymore. Can I learn how to use this gun in the time frame that I have? I don't think so. I really liked not having to aim, and this is terrible. This is the worst. Maybe it'll be fine. I do hate it though.
Can't do that. Not yet.
Yeah, see, like, all of those should have all been hits, but because I'm bad at the game, they didn't hit them. I hate this so much. Oh, I ruined the build. Why do I do this? Why do I... Maybe it's good, and I just am bad, you know, but it was such a good build, and then I ruined it. I just, like, oh, it's terrible. It's so much harder to use. Alright, we're going to avoid the boss fight room, even though we don't have enough to pay car on, because I'm a coward. And we're trying to get out. We can't afford the Dionysus Boon, and there's nothing that'll make it happen, so we're going to buy the heart here.
Should help keep me going.
And Hermes over Zeus. Yeah. Also, it's an easier room.
Can't do that. Bye now. I'm empty. I'm out. Not yet. Not yet. Okay.
If I could get the spread rocket, it would be fine, because it wouldn't matter that I can't aim.
I can't. Can't do that.
Ow.
Gotta tell you, cuz, that was a real something of a feast back at your place. A little awkward having to pretend we just met, but hey, I'm an Olympian, means I can posture with the best of them. Good times, cuz. Glad it all worked out.
Alright. Dash for sturdiness, yeah, because multiple dashes is one thing, but dash for sturdiness and speed lets you get away from the Hades swing pretty well. We're going to take this double boon fight here. Side with Demeter, because Ares is more easy to avoid.
How thoughtful, Zagreus.
And here we go. We're going to... Yeah, we're just going to take the huge hit point boost here over these other ones. Why not? And it'll also, you know, it'll increase the hit points we get back from various effects through the rest of the run. Oh, the traps. Obviously, the traps are right there.
I'm empty. Not now.
After a show of violence at...
Alright, and here we go. After we pop people, the next attacks will do more, so we'll just hope that it goes to the special, which it usually will. Alright, and we're going to get to weaken up the Minotaur a bit.
Do you know what that means, short one?
I do.
Well, for me at least, it happens to mean quite a bit. I'm her son.
It doesn't mean a thing. We're still here to fight. Though for what it's worth,
Aw.
my mother also was a queen. May yours treat you better.
Asterius' mother is Europa. And the circumstances of his birth are typical for Greek mythology, which is to say deeply troubling and a lot to blame Zeus for.
I'm empty.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't be too upset. I do have the crystals, which do, like, friggin' thousands of damage. Because we've got, yeah, they're at epic rarity now, and with bonus levels on them from pomegranates. So, yeah, I should be giving more respect to the build. It's my normal damage that's not so hot, but we've got chill, you know, it's, we've got our status effects. I need to just lean into what is good here.
Well done.
Tell Theseus I said hi.
Tell Theseus I said hi.
In the name
What a
of
jerk.
Hades.
Alright, so here... Weakness maybe get me even weaker. Yeah. The dash could be fine, but I don't want to lean onto that dash, like, because that's an offensive dash, and I want to be defensive with my dashes. Special faster? Yeah. More dashes could have been fine, but...
That's good.
Fountains are so powerful for us now. Because of the Demeter thing.
More flame wheels. Not now.
Because with the weakness thing now, like, if they're weak and they're doing 50% damage, then even if I make really bad choices in the Hades fight, if is doing a lot of work there, but if I do, we'll still be having the big damage reduction. Of course, we don't have, like, the Dionysus thing like we often do, but life is very long, and we might be able to get it anyway. I will say that the rockets make running around evasively much harder, because if you're just dashing around and dropping them where you used to be, it's quite easy to hit your opponents, but, you know, you cannot have everything. Here, do we go to Charon to buy a boon, or just take the heart? We've got plenty of max HP. And there are lots of boons that could be good. Here we go, Athena boon. We're going to get the dash. We're going to get the dash. Now we are absolutely in business, ladies and gentlemen. And children of all ages, dogs upon the bed getting a belly rub. Everyone in the world can witness the wonderful build coming to fruition. 8 heat, we're going to get out.
One of these days or nights, she shall be present in the stands to witness your destruction.
If my mom shows up for one of our fights, we are going to win.
Yeah, about that, she's my mother. So maybe watch your fool mouth with me, or else I might just put in a bad word.
Oh, you disgust me, demon, that you would even dare to say such things about the Queen. Prepare now to be vanquished in her name.
Show him.
Well, Hellspawn, not ready to admit defeat as yet.
I'm empty. Can't do that.
Not even a scratch. Fight on.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah. Putting on a hurting.
Lady Artemis, make my strength be true.
And then we're going to get the bull to charge in here. We're just going to stay inside of the zone, and then there we go. They both pop. And easy peasy. Heroes vanquished. Plenty of time left on the clock.
Someone will like this.
And there we go. We get our crystal beam to heroic and this. So 3.2 seconds of bonus duration, 16 damage every 0.2 seconds. So it's 80 DPS there.
Must I send Cerberus to block?
But we are going to the Patroclus Spear Point because I want to win. Do we sell any of these? No, because they're all awesome.
Clear.
I'm so pleased to have gotten the Athena dash, because it basically just means now everything is going to be fine no matter what. Here, Athena, if we got the call, that could be good. We're going to go for max HP first.
I'm out. Easy.
Because it's like 50 max HP points. And if we buy the Athena boon, we might be able to get like Death Defiance charges back. So we want to get more context before we do that. The fountain's going to give us a ton of HP back. We've got our Deflect on dash. I just feel like, power up a little bit, get a little bit more security. And if we have to do this one later, then, well, sometimes you just get the first door, right? And you just don't get much more power than you had, but our build is already strong enough. Off the back of the Demeter cast alone, it's like before I learned how to play, when all we did was use the Demeter cast, because this sinks in, thousands and thousands of damage. It did 2,000 damage to 2 different creatures. It popped everything. It gets the work done. This is like a mini boss room with added spice, and all they did was die. But now we're going to the Athena room.
This way. I can't. I'm empty.
If you get the Artemis Duo boon, it's broken. The Artemis Duo boon with whom? Oh, with with Demeter. I don't guess I've got that one before. I've had the Artemis Duo boon with cast where it like shoots an extra one, but that's like her and Poseidon, I think. The Demeter cast. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that one. That does seem pretty cool though. The Athena Duo boon was the first one I ever got, where it like gives you hit points whenever you're don't have Death Defiance. You get like HP regen, and I got it like early in my playthroughs where I was like very bad as opposed to just moderately bad like I am now. And it was like one of the first times I got to Hades, I think, just like on the back of being able to regen all my hit points. But this was like, I don't even think I had Death Defiance maxed. All right, and we chose properly.
My privilege to have visited your father's house and briefly had a chance to meet you, Zagreus. Nyx and your mother each are very shrewd. Perhaps you've taken after both of them.
And Athena's just saying, look, I know exactly what's going on, but we're friends, so
Defenses is my specialty.
she's going to help us. All right, so here we go. Death Defiance, back in the bag. We are in total business. 270 max HP, 3 charges of Death Defiance, high damage,
I'll take it.
You must forgive us, little girl,
and
being our extended family here upon
Aphrodite. If we get the call, that's like a massive nuke.
making matters much more complicated than they have to be.
I wonder.
Ah, an Athena and Aphrodite dual boon. I don't know if we've seen this before.
Oh, you must know full well that I would do much more than that directly to your countenance, Athena dear. Quite frankly, you could use a lot of work.
Popular. You're gonna be popular. Cast for backstab damage. Maybe really good, but I think we're just gonna go for the charm call anyway.
Prince Zagreus once more offers to sell
Hello,
us
Llama.
one of his favored sacks.
Artemis Legendary gives 2 extra casts. That's awesome. I had one where it was the sickest thing. It was the Hermes Legendary. The little spikes came back to me immediately. The cast crystals came back immediately. And I had an earlier boon where they fell out faster and had the Artemis cast with exit wounds. And then I would just like throw them out and they would just swing right back. And then I got like the double cast with Poseidon, I think. It was hysterical. It was so good.
Beat me this time, Father.
If you are here, then the Olympians must still be lending you their aid.
Ha!
Just as before.
He thinks I couldn't get out with no boons. I mean, I couldn't. I might be able to if I had like the shield in a long time.
To settle an old score was a blasted family feast.
Come on, Father. Even you must have enjoyed that feast to some extent. We ought to do it more often. Good thing you trusted Mother's judgment on that one. So then.
To the pain.
Not yet. Set.
Prepare.
Not now.
Yeah, just legitimately quite funny. The damage that these crystals can put out. Now the jumpers are really terrible for this build, so we need to try to deal with them. But you know, once again, the Athena dash saves me some pain, but not all of it. Oh yeah, we still got 180 hit points. We're fine. I don't want to do it, but I bet I could just sit here and punch him in the face and not lose. But I'm not gonna try. Because it's not that much damage, it's merely a huge amount of damage. And if the crystals aren't linked on them, then... You know, the increased weakness, though, yeah. He only does, like, half damage, which is pretty wonderful. The weak plus enhanced weak, just real good. And he's about to do an impervious thing, but then wake up into a bunch of crystals. Now this? Oh, you wanna go, old man? Boom!
That won't be working here.
Just leave it to me, dearest.
Boom!
Can't do that here.
Okay, I'm reloading. Boom. Amazing. Athena Dash, my beloved indeed. The Athena Dash is so good. I really rely on it in a lot of builds, but it's amazing, you know, because when you want to be evasive, there's nothing in the world like it. There we go. 8 heat. Highest heat I've ever done.
Bye. In my father's name.
I was hoping we would unlock the last weapon, but I guess, you know, maybe I don't... I mean, I'll look up how to do it if I can't do it, but I thought we would just get it here. Maybe we didn't talk to the right god, because, like, we had to talk to Artemis to unlock the bow. So, I mean, we'll probably just use this gun another time on an escape and see if, the last one I need is the gun. I don't know the aspect of the Hestia rail gun. But, yeah, because I've got the other 5 weapons unlocked. I maxed this one with the Titan Blood, but I you know, I didn't talk to every god that time. I don't think we got a Zeus boon. I don't think we got a Poseidon boon. So
Returned, have you?
we'll figure it out. I need to talk to Megara about Sisyphus.
So the Olympians are backing you officially now? Doing their part to help the family business finally. Lord Hades probably never thought he'd see the day.
Seems only fair they should help in some capacity.
By making you...
Exactly.
Unfairly stronger. She's so bitter about me being better at fighting than she is. Alright,
mix might be with chaos.
It's Zeus that gives it. All right. Word. Well then. That means I know what we'll do.
That definitely came to
Adamant
pass.
Rail prophecy done. You have a feeling I'll like it, given my love of Demeter's cast? Alright, cool. We're gonna keep on trying to... play the lyre here.
How's it going, Skelly?
You must have had yourself a real bash with all those fancy gods and stuff. Could hear all the festivity from all the way out here.
It went better than expected, all in all. I hope you didn't feel left out. It was a pretty limited guest list. Kind of a diplomatic mission, I would say.
So you still haven't done the lyre prophecy? Yeah, I was like, you know, I just twang on it every now and then.
Oh, don't you even worry about me there, pal.
I'm a lyre owner, just like I'm a guitar owner. You can't see it. It's in the closet where it's been for quite some time.
Same here.
But I had surgery on my hands that stopped me from playing guitar. I probably would have mainly kept it in the closet anyway. But... so if we need to talk to Zeus in order to unlock it, then we'll just talk to him immediately. Or as close to immediately as it can be.
Exegriff.
And we're gonna unveil this trinket because I did 8 heat.
What'd I get?
Huzzah! I just knew you had it in your pal, enjoying your new prize. Pack the punishment, no problem. Know what I mean? Of course, that was just the easy one you got there. Pretty sure I could have got that one myself.
Wait.
Oh, that's too funny.
Toiled through hell and back, and my reward is just a statue of you. Don't get me wrong.
That's so funny.
There was a little mix-up when we put in the request for that thing, see? I told him to make something that'll make me look good with my sources, and anyway, that's how it all turned out. The other ones turned out much better, though. You'll see.
I'll temper my expectations just in case.
Skelly leaving the bath. Too funny. There we go. The useless trinket. We have earned the first of Skelly's prizes.
I guess it is a pretty decent statue.
So, pretty nice. Another achievement in the bag. Like, how would one even do that? Like that. Extreme measures, really hard boss fights that you would just try to avoid them, and the armored foes would have a lot of perks. No, if you didn't do that, you would need 3 to find somewhere else. This damage control could be bad too. Like so? Damage control you find pretty free, yeah. Yeah, I think this could be a way, you know. I don't think we're gonna get out. But we also don't have to get out. I just want to talk to Zeus here and unlock the gun. Like, I'm not sitting here and lying to you. It's okay if this fails.
I have to tell you, Zagreus, that it was wonderful to meet with you at last. We were so pleased to learn Persephone was safe. And Nyx-wise, she's as stunning as they say. Shouldn't have lied to us about your parentage, but I know things get complicated here, and that what's done is done.
Alright, well, that didn't work how I thought it would. Ow.
Witches. Don't do that. It's reloading. I'm empty.
say it's not guaranteed, you think? Yeah, that's fair. It might have also been overridden because, like, if there's, like, a dialogue thing where they can only have one conversation, it may force the first conversation post-epilogue to always be about the epilogue, because that's certainly, like, a possibility, right? Chain Lightning on the auto attack, maybe not amazing, but it seems good. All right, here we go. Spread Cluster Bomb, yes, please. The Chain Lightning on attack is good because it gets rid of the shield. We could also spread, you know, like jolts or whatever, potentially later. Because the auto attack is the thing that I don't love on the gun, and now we've got the spread secured. We don't want special spread.
Look, Zag, I don't entirely recall what happened at that feast you threw for all of us down there, but let me tell you, I am under the impression it went smashingly.
But I just realized, cinematic laundry break. I'll be back in a minute and a half, but I need to do that or my clothes will not be dry for work. So sorry guys, I'll be right back. All right. All right, sorry about that, guys. I meant to take a break in between the runs, but the timer doesn't tick when you're talking to them here. So, Fountain for bonus damage, Cast for Festive Fog. Even at level 1, Trippy Shot is really, really good, especially for a build like this that wants to slow him down. You know, the stuns, it's just really good. And we could get other tie-ins that'll make it even better, but we're in good shape here. With the spread shot, the future's already assured, right? We just need to not be taking all these free hits. Good luck with that, right? Because we know we'll have tougher fights for Lerna But it won't be too bad. Because we do have a spread shot, so it's going to be relatively easy. We're just going to have to, you know, play a little smart when we're running around on the platforms. Shouldn't have too much to worry about. It's funny that I'm trying this 16 heat run while I started out with a Zeus Boon to try to get it. But, you know, now I'm starting to believe that we could get out. So we just got to do it right and be smart. Here we buy the... No, we don't buy either of them. We're fine. It's all good. Here there will be a boss fight. They will have more abilities and stuff, so we're just going to run around, nothing but evasive around the pillars, never standing where we've been before, and then we'll be fine. Because these guys, they cannot work against mobility where they're not predicting where you're going to be. So we're just going to frenetically move around, and nice and clean.
Anyone else?
And now Artemis will say how nice the party was.
Decent time with everybody at our little visit recently. Met you, Uncle Hades, even Great Achilles. Still don't quite appreciate.
Oh, she had a little flutter about Achilles.
Yeah, I can get over it eventually. Anyway, you still could use assistance from me, right?
Right. All right, 4% crit on everything. The call is fine, but I think we'll take 4% crit on everything. Because the call, I mean, how often do you really get to use it, right? I mean, I guess you could use smaller ones, but I never do. I don't even know what some of these abilities are, but, you know, it's fine. We're just trying to get through. I think... You know, I don't... It'd be funny if I get out with the railgun, which I consider to be like my weakest weapon past the spear, but it also would make sense because if I get out under a high difficulty, I would need something where I can just dash around like a crazy person. Yeah, so when you lay down your Dionysus fog and then you can just like hang out in it and drop all the bombs, yeah, that's really living. Here we do take the Chaos Gate.
I can take it.
And of course, hoping for special damage above all things. Extra number of casts could also be good. Special damage, they're going to throw Inferno Bombs though. Okay. We're just going to have to deal with more Inferno Bombs coming at us. So fast, angry motion, never standing still. Got it.
Not now.
But once we get the special increase in damage, because right now, you know, the special is not enhanced, and it's still absolutely putting the hurting on. There's so many good specials that there could be, but not if I die. No, not if I die.
The perfect gift.
Here, we can't avoid these rooms, so we'll take the darkness for the HP. Man, what I wouldn't... Oh, okay, I didn't mean to do that. Well, you know, we still have plenty more for the rooms we need it in. The amount of bombs, just nutty. But, you know, we got away with it. Haven't dropped a stock yet. Sell me some HP. All right, they're going to drop HP items, and that's fine with me.
I don't see why not.
And lightning and focus for Jolt, or 4 more chain lightning bounces. Man, both of these are good. We're going to take Jolt. Yeah, we're just going to take Jolt.
Thunder time.
So max HP or, yeah, better to get this. You know, if we drop a stock or two here, you know, whatever, we'll deal.
Hi, Meg.
Ready, Tess. I guess we know the drill by now.
Can't do that.
I'll make you hurt. Here.
I'm gonna drop a stock here, aren't I? Yes, I think so. What? Oh, she blocked all of it. Fantastic. Yeah, alright. Whew. Man.
Strictly business.
4 HP left on it, but we did it. And hey, you know, they're still dropping little HP chunks for us, so. Alright, so here, what do we take in the case? We're swapping the Zeus boon. We could force an Athena boon for the dash or the special tie-in. Alternately, we take extra lives. Alternately, we take the Patrickle Spear point for maximum safety. I think we force the Athena boon, though.
Okay.
Because if I get either the dash or the deflection on the special, I feel like that should be enough. Because if we get deflect Athena special, that's power and it's extreme safety. We'll be able to ride that. We're not going down there. I don't have confidence in my ability to not take hits. And so we're going to take this safer route even though we're passing up a Hermes boon, and that hurts. And we are one room away from clearing the Inferno Bomb thing and getting more damage on the special. I only have 2 dice. Ah, why am I keep charging into the magma? Pretty bad. Stay out of the red water.
My Chaos Boon switched to a new effect.
Alright, so we're going to take significantly more jolt. No, significantly more cast damage.
Palmed up. Easy does it. Thanatos?
Life and death, one and the same.
So at least...
Hope you don't mind if I'll handle this.
Got it under control, thanks.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine here to win.
Not now. Who dies next?
Even though he cheats.
Can't do that. Nice.
Hold on, Zach.
Not yet.
Not so fast. How about you?
I'm out.
Another gone. You.
I'm empty.
Dust.
Yeah, the auto attack to Chain Lightning to Jolt is... I don't know if it's really good, but it's at least pretty good. Give me the Centaur Heart for victory. Yes, marvelous. 190 max HP already, a pretty good amount. Hermes or Poseidon? Oh, my heart. This is the hardest choice of all time. Oh, the clock is ticking. I'm going to hit escape. All right, so here, if we take Hermes, we can get, you know, any of the great Hermes things that exist. But if we take Poseidon, we could get, like, the dash. But will the dash help us? More than potential Hermes boons. If we get, like, Sturdius, the bag next to Charon, Kavisha, I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to get out with 16 heat, not die right now. I think we take Hermes here.
Should help keep me going.
And sturdiness dodge, yeah, alright. That's better than a Poseidon boon for living. Have I barred it? Yeah, I've won one Charon fight out of like 4. No, yeah, I lost the first 2, and then I won 1, and I know there's the quest to win 2 in a row, but I lost the last one. And I've got a good feeling about this run, and I want to keep on with it. Okay, this is nastiness. That's so much HP. Fortunately, my build is good at sinking in massive amounts of AoE without aiming, but man, that's so much HP. You know, that went well. Oh, it's already over. Well, you know, that's okay then. That crystal had a lot going on.
Your mother were resolved. Persephone, I mean. To think I led all of my family to believe your mother was the goddess Nyx instead. It seems I was an unwitting accomplice to a bit of a deception there. But Nyx, I know she merely tried to help.
When did I find out that it would kill me? Oh, it was probably like run 65 or 70. I saw it a couple of times before I ever picked it up. Special, stronger, and can deflect. Now we are in absolute business. This build is awesome, and all we have to do is not die. Because let me tell you how much casually more powerful this build got. Like, oh man, oh man. AoE mass deflection and attack, yeah, because we're doing 418 on a drop, I think even without the synergies because of the Chaos Boon and such. And that's without, like, being empowered, maybe? Yeah, this build is sick. It's going to be very, very good at the Theseus fight. Not as good as if I had the dash, but, you know, there's still time to hope for that. If we get the Athena dash on top of this, then, well, I will upgrade my confidence to very, very confident.
He's back.
Even though everything's out in the open.
Alright, so here... Money? Yeah. Because the extra dash would potentially be fine, but we already have the speed, which means we won't need a bonus dash to, like, protect us from the Hades attack or anything.
Not yet.
These guys think they're clever with all their hopsing around, but all you gotta do is throw the bombs in the sky, and before long, well, they'll have some problems. That room went quick. That room went real quick. Sometimes your build is good with solving the problems that the room gives you, though. And now another Athena boon. Give me my dash. I have 3 keys. I have 3 keys. We're gonna get the dash.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Boom. Now we're absolutely talking.
Lerny, you really didn't have to reconstitute yourself just for my sake. Can't do that. I can't. Ready. Not now. Not yet.
Come on, Lerny. Let us go then, you and I. You ain't got no call to be mad at me, Lerny. This is just the dance we do. Yeah! 28 HP left. 3 stocks still. Feels real good. Feels real good indeed.
Mine.
And now we're going to preemptively transition to protective mode with the Patroclus Spear Point to assure our escape. Since our build is as complete as can be, in my opinion. I mean, there's a lot of improvements we could get, but it's already strong enough and with enough defense for us to not get any more abilities and still get out just casually. So any improvements we get here are just that, improvements. Oh, not a Daedalus Boon at the door this time. Here we're going to take Artemis Boon over these other considerations and hope for, I don't know, something. We might take the call here. We are not taking the cast. The stun from Dionysus interacting with our bombs from the sky. I couldn't have sculpted this better if I had wanted to, which is probably good. You know, even the Zeus Boon on the auto attack ends up being very good. Auto attack to chain lightning, it breaks that first instance of damage, and then we get a, you know, turn up the heat figuratively. Oh yeah, each bullet creates the arrow. That would be really wonderful. So we're gonna take crit to mark. Do we have any crit effects? Yeah, we have 4% crit. So crit to crit is wonderful. We're not taking the Trove Trial. No, we'll take the Trove Trial because we've got plenty of time on the clock, and the darkness should heal us to full anyway. So I don't think this is actually like a risk. I would call it very unlikely that we'll take more damage here than we could respond to. Not least because the traps in this room, if they exist, they don't even exist. Yeah, there are no traps in this room, and our build is uniquely situated to run around pillars.
All mine.
Now we've got all our hit points. We're going to take max hit points over the pomegranate, just all safety. We're trying to get out. We're trying to get out with 16 heat. The highest heat I've ever done is 8. And that was the last run. So we're going to try to get 16 here. And we're going to do that the best way we know how. HP, defensive-ness. We got the Patroclus Spear Point on. I've got good feeling about this. We have to get out of the... you know, there are a couple more problems left. But Deflection on Athena for Spread Shot is so good for clearing the Satyr tunnels. Like, y'all may not know unless you've done it yourself or watched it. But it's real good. Be careful, as sometimes I'm out of time. Yes, I'll quit talking to myself in the middle of the things. Yeah, we still got 14 minutes on the clock here. So here we buy this. Festive Fog does lightning damage periodically. Oh my goodness. I think I've had this before, but we're going to take it. We are going to take the Artemis Boon here. Because when you get the crit Seeking Arrows... Oh no, I didn't realize it would pimp him out here too. Oh no, look how fancy he is. Yo, dog, I heard you like gold, so I put some gold on your gold and put some gold upon your gold. He's even got a gold nose ring.
I've proven difficult for him to...
I hadn't thanked you.
Maybe this is just the mini-boss room, though. You know, we're just gonna hide around the pillars. He won't have, like, that much hit points, right? So even though... At least we've got the Athena deflection on the things. At least we've got all the build because, well, I'm not going to learn how to fight them. All I'm going to do is run away whenever he does old swirly gig there. Because in the Theseus fight, he's got like a weird chariot, and all you have to do is just run away and do this, where you drop all of your AoE on the ground and never learn how anything works. But yeah, and then when we fight with him in the Festive Fog, the periodic damage is, okay, I don't need to be trying to get through that. I don't need to be going into that at all. Evade him when he is spinning. Got it. 64 hit points. So bad. I just need to get through this alive. There we go.
Enough. I yield.
Got him again. In the name of Hades.
All right, here we could take the call. We could take the call. I think, though, we re-roll it because we want the Seekers. Here we go. We've got the Seeking Arrows now. It's going to be amazing because they have the same crit chance as everything else. But when they go off, well, they could crit. And then March for Death goes on, and you get your chain starting. And once you start critting, well, when you pop, it does not stop. But speaking of getting popped, I need to not lose stocks here. I'm at 49 hit points. I got 240 max, but I would prefer to, you know, if we see Patroclus, it won't matter. But I'd prefer to not have to. Not least because we could just, you know, play properly, or a semblance of properly, and then get away with all of this relatively unscathed. After all, why are we taking damage if we have an Athena build? Like, conceptually, what's going on in my head? Here we go. Special becomes a rocket. I don't want this. I like the spread. I had it last run, and I just didn't like it. It's probably real good. I just didn't like it. Here, do we avoid the dual god boon? No. We take Dionysus's because Artemis's is easier to avoid, I think. And here we go. After party, this is great. So we're going to be able to get healed up to like 110 after every room.
She'll get over it.
So all we have to do is not drop the stocks, keep the cast going, run around. The thing about Artemis is if you don't sit still and you just run in a big circle, she's not going to get you, right? It's not like Dionysus is, where he absolutely will get you because you have to run over the same ground that you've tread on before. And once again, a situation where my build is awesome. There's not a lot of traps to worry about in this room. There should be one more round of dudes, I think. I don't think we cleared it all that quick, yeah. Nope, that was it. Hello, Makapaka. Hoo boy, there we go. 2 extra bloodstones, fully loaded. First time I saw that one, you talked about it earlier, and now we got it. We are going to the key. Yep, so we get up to 96 hit points every time we leave a room, which is, broadly speaking, wonderful. And now we have 5 casts, and they're all going to be doing the lightning bolts from the Zeus Dionysus duo boon. So this is basically as good as it's ever been. We are getting out. First 16 heat attempt. Shot calling it now. I shouldn't be so bold. What if something bad happens? Then I'll be embarrassed.
What do we have here?
But I just really have a very strong feeling about the power of this build. We're going to go to Athena here and hope for her call. Or for, like, bonus deflection damage, maybe. Not backstab, obviously.
Not yet.
You're locked in here with me. Man, I've had like 4 casts before. 5's pretty sweet, especially with like these being very passive ones plus crowd control. You know, whenever I took that common level Dionysus cast, I didn't anticipate. I did. I said, this could be good. I remember saying that it could be good. Here we go. So, deflect to make them exposed. These are bad. I'm going to reroll 1, because we don't want to take these, because we could use it later, if we might lose one. Here we go. Trap damage reduction. Yes, please. That's better than 7% damage reduction all the time. It'll protect me from myself. Here, Charon or max HP. Charon, even though max HP might have been better.
Now, here's something for you.
Alright, so now we'll take the Artemis Cowl. I mean, why not? It'll give us something. Alright, so time to fight the chariots.
Come, blackguard, and be crushed beneath the raging wheelwork of the Macedonian Tau Lambda once again.
Theseus, you do know you look even more ridiculous than normal wearing that mask. I get the chariot and the
chain gun Theseus.
Bah, this blessed so, monster. You think you have the wherewithal?
Good news, they're already almost dead. That's a lot of damage.
Not yet. You hit me. Good. I'm out. I can't. Artemis.
So high.
Shoot him in the face. Boom.
Not now.
Good. Right.
The bull defeated?
You and me, King. You can't do that.
Why did it explode?
Hail, King.
Get wrecked. Oh, right when he was impervious, I'm the worst. You know, that was dumb. It's fine. I got plenty more charges.
Can't do that.
An absolutely textbook kill. This build, though, is very good for this specific version of the fight because you have your deflection, so anything that he's doing for you can't really get on you. You've got your Patroclus Spear Point because you're smart and you want to get out. And, yeah, this is happening. This is all happening. We got Patroclus on. Anything here? We can't quite afford the soul. We will take the trap damage to foes because this thing is just too funny in these tunnels.
Check.
We have 8 minutes on the clock, which means we'll go up to 17. Yeah. We don't have the final level of Hades activated. I've never done that yet. I did not want to do it for this run because I'm not like spoiled for it. I don't know what the extremer measures for Hades is, and I wanted to do that at a different time. But all right, so 2 Zeus Spoons there. Might be able to get Chain Lightning boost or something. All right, so here we go to Athena boss first. Yes, because we definitely want this one. Maybe I should have saved it in case there was the Death Defiance, but I think, you know, maybe I definitely should have saved this. That was bad. I wasn't thinking. Well, we're just not going to die. And these Satyr tunnels are going to be very casual to clear. Between the Patroclus Spear Point and our build, which is just tailor-made for dropping massive amounts of damage and crowd control, I actually can't imagine a better gun build for clearing these tunnels safely.
No way.
And I'm so glad I didn't take the rockets. Poisoned, but it's alright, because the Patroclus Spear Point protects you from like 15 damage every time you get poisoned. And sometimes way more. Yep, this build is awesome. After we deflect, get a 20% damage to do critical damage. Yep, well, you know, the other ones were tie-ins for Death Defiance, which wouldn't have been that useful. Which, again, is my fault. We are going to save the money for the max HP until the end. We'll take max HP here. With the Seeking arrows happen for like each hit, so if you drop like 5 of them on to 5 guys, then you get, you know, geometric progression. And with all the crits going around, this build is amazing. This build's so good.
Not yet.
Between the lightning rods, the extra casts, the sheer AoE, the deflect on the spread special, I literally could not have asked for a better build, even if I hadn't known all these things together, which I didn't even know some of them existed. And then it's all pulling together perfectly. Am I poisoned? No.
Not yet. No effect. Come on out. Not now.
Now, in the Hades fight, I will need to remember that because we've given armored foes those additional abilities, they will potentially be, you know, a little trickier to deal with. But I think, you know, we'll just keep on doing what I always do, which is not knowing what the enemies do and killing them anyway.
Can't do that. Look what I found. Should be able to get back through.
265 max HP, 3 stocks. We are getting out. Here, money or pomegranate. We'll take the Dionysus spoon first.
Maybe this way.
The other thing is, of course, because we know we have the Dionysus spoon for door HP, which is such a comfort. Even if we take huge amounts of damage, all we have to do is not drop stocks. We'll be back up at 100, and then when we get to the fountain, you know, that's going to take us where we need to go for the Hades fight, no matter when it happens. The armored foe being in these things makes me feel like this is going to be the one with the satyr sack, but I might just be being superstitious. Which I can be a little stitious sometimes.
Loaded up. No use.
Yep, there we go.
Satyr storage.
It seems like when they give you like an armored mini boss style thing with the, in the early room, then you see this here. So 10% damage reduction while we're in the fog. 10% damage reduction in general, under 40%. Yeah. All right, guys. 14 minutes left on the clock. We have 685 coins, which means we can buy a pomegranate plus a heart plus this. Yeah.
Always a pleasure, Charon.
And our collective, we got lightning rod now, so another duo boon for even more free lightning damage.
Power of the gods.
And we'll take 2% more crit on everything. Yes, of course we will. All right, it is on, it is on. I've already cast off my cloak.
I owe you one, boy.
I've got a good feeling.
You're never late, Father.
I had other pressing business to attend to, but I cannot let you leave. Darkness.
I can't.
Because now it's like the Festive Fog does the lightning, but so too does the lightning whenever I'm not around, which is really awesome. And it's going to be, I think, like really big damage. Because we can now stack Festive Fogs and then they'll all do more damage. Yeah, this build is absolutely nutty. Dual boons, legendary boons, all of them working together in wonderful, harmonious nonsense. Oh no, he went invulnerable, and I just had him shoot the Greater Call. It'll be fine. Big old chariot. Big old chariot needs a big old response, like getting all these dropped on his face. Phase 1 complete. 186 hit points. This is happening, guys. This is absolutely happening. There is nothing he can do about it. Hades is toast. 16 heat is happening right now. We're just going to drop a bow on him right here. Yeah, we got something for you too, old man. It's called the most damage you've seen in your life. Absolutely hammered. Get wrecked, Hades. 16 heat in the bag. First try. First try. But we did not unlock the rail. But that's okay. I was going in on 16 as a joke because I was like, I'm gonna die and we'll unlock the rail. But instead, we didn't die. 16 heat, new record of heat. And we improved our time by a little bit here on the adamant rail. That was easy. Yeah, this build is It's crazy how it all came together. Extreme Measures Hades next. That'll be probably the next thing we try to do, but unfortunately not in this video. I've got work in a bit. I need to take care of some stuff, so this will be the end of this one.
Pit of deadly spears, perhaps.
We stumbled upon a pit of deadly spears. And
Well, that was pretty good, all in all.
it was amazing, all in all. What are you talking about? I'm a freaking champion. And now let's unveil the second of the Skelly statues. We've earned it.
Oh, have I got something for you, boyo?
Finally did it. What do I get?
Ta-da!
Another Skelly statue. Why am I not surprised?
Because, pal, you are a discerning individual.
Skelly, let me ask you something. Did you really commission 3 nearly identical statues of yourself to goad me into using the Pact of Punishment?
I am offended, pal. You haven't even seen the third one yet, so how can you insinuate a thing like that? Maybe I was wrong about you. I thought you really were the one.
You're only saying that to get me to apologize and try and unlock the last of your 3 identical statues, aren't you?
How could you? I would return those statues for a full refund right here and now, if I could move. And if there was a refund policy on them.
I guess they're stuck here then, just like we are. This one then. Are you serious? I need to do what now?
32. That's a lot. Fortunately, it's not an achievement. It's just, you know, a thing to do in the game for 100%ing it, truly. But not an achievement, so that's nice. We'll switch over to the Mom Pomegranate for default things, and in case we go into another one. All right, yeah, that so that gave me a heat reward for 5. Oh, for 6, but not for 16. It doesn't remember. It gives you the bounty rewards individually, which makes sense, I suppose. But wonderful, wonderful stuff. That was easy.
Anything on the list?
And now we're down to 1 bar of quest to do. We've killed 27,271, so 27271 foes. Very, very cool. We're just going to chat with some people and then in the video.
I just don't know how I can ever repay you. For raising him. For everything. After I left, besides old Cerberus, I think maybe I missed you most of all.
I can remember feeling similar emotions at the time. However, it is quite unnecessary to give thanks to me this way. You are the queen, safely returned where you belong. I did what anybody would have in my place.
Anybody would have lovingly raised my estranged son while keeping safe my secret, eventually orchestrating an elaborate plot to reunite him with me, so that I might someday return to have a nectar with them in the lounge.
Anybody.
Precisely, yes.
Alright, so here, we're going to give her 1 more nectar, or ambrosia. I don't think the game is going to make me, like, date Megara in order to get the chibi face for the case.
Here, Meg.
And also, I'm trying to butter her up so that she'll be nice to Sisyphus.
Mistakes. Have I ever done anything to hurt you since we've been like this? Discounting the unavoidable and frequent fights to the death.
There's nothing you can do to hurt me, Zach.
Well, am I?
You know.
I see. Take all the time you need.
And we'll butter up Zagreus a little bit too.
I hope you're ready for some more of the real.
Or Thanatos. I'm Zagreus.
In order.
You like me?
Yeah.
I never said anything like that.
Fan, wait.
Alright, well, I meant to have a conversation with him. He's being all awkward. I just want to set Sisyphus free, and they think that I want to date them.
Back to work like this, the same as...
Do you have any idea what happens when you announce the underworld as a queen, boy? Damn it. Zagreus, I mean. You become...
You're responding to well wishes.
The work, nevertheless, has to be done.
But marginal success. I still don't know how to let Sisyphus out. I've talked to him so many times. I've given him nectar, but the gods, like, you know, they won't cooperate with me. He said, like, talk to Megara and Thanatos, so, like, you know, I don't know. I guess we can keep on giving him ambrosia. It's pretty annoying, though. Like, Sisyphus is the guy that I want to get out of his punishment more than anybody, and he's just the last one in. But yeah, I quite agree, Kavusha. You said 150 lines in and you find new storylines. It's amazing how big the content is. Absolutely. Like, in a game where you beat it, you know, so many times. Let me check and see how many times I've actually done. I mean, I've got to have completed it like 30 times now. I got like 2 out of the first 50. But as of late, even with turning the heat up, once I like got a much better handle on, you know, the behaviors in the game, it was easier for me. So yeah, so we've gotten
Keepsake records.
yeah, all the records are with the Broken Spear Point. 23 of our clears are with it.
Infernal Arms.
Yeah, we've cleared 31 times. And yeah, good stuff. I'm bad with the spear and the fists. The spear point is amazing. So it gives you immunity to damage for 1.5 seconds every 7 seconds. So stuff like the Gorgon beams in the Satyr tunnels, stuff like getting surrounded and hammered by stuff like getting hit by a thing in the Hades fight and then hit by a couple more things, it just doesn't happen. It protects you against so much damage. I really think it's amazing because I played poorly, but it saves you from a lot of grief. It saves you almost from all poison damage because you get a full second and a half after the very first tick to be able to solve it. It's really, really good. I don't think anything compares for getting out, certainly. For like speed or advantage, I can see some other stuff in the last one. The Acorn, because the Acorn just protects against individual instances of damage like 5 times in the Hades fight. I think the immunity is better than all of those things. Charon's Keepsake, I could see that being awesome because you have so many opportunities to like load up on it. The Tooth for Death Defiance, I could see that too. I really do think though that because Death Defiance, you're usually getting what, you know, 100, 120 HP back, something like that. I think the Patroclus Spear Point is worth more than that anytime. But it just depends, I guess. But that's going to do it for this video. A wonderful success. 16 heat in the bag. And just a few more Steam achievements to go before I can call this one complete, even though it won't be 100% at that point. But not giving it up yet. Having the most fun still. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Bye, Natasha. Bye, Kavisha. Bye, Maka. And I will see you guys later, perhaps. I think there's like a dumb Christmas party at work or something. I'm going to sit around and read Shakespeare like I do every year. Sounds like a joke. It doesn't sound like a joke. I just bring like a copy of Hamlet and then I sit down and read it for like 45 minutes until my boss has acknowledged that I did show up for it, and then I'll go. What time will I stream again? At 11 o'clock tonight, maybe, but maybe it will be like a shorter one. I don't even know if I'll have time for a Hades run when I get home. But other than that, tomorrow morning, probably some, and then I do work tomorrow, but it is Christmas Eve, and so my restaurant, I merely work there. It is not mine. The restaurant in which I work closes early, and I have to make some peanut butter fudge, but I should be streaming many hours tomorrow night. But oh, you're in UK time, Greenwich Mean Time. But well, maybe not. I don't actually know if everything in the UK is on the Greenwich Mean Time or not. This is a thing. I know where the line goes though. I think I said it right. I don't think you pronounced the W. It's not important. But thanks again, and I'll see you guys later if I see you, and I'll try to stream tonight. At the very least, I'll probably stream like 15 minutes of planting wheat in Minecraft, but we will see. We will see. So 16 heat in the bag, epilogue complete, fantastic run. So happy with how this went, and I will see you guys later on. Y'all have a good day or night, as the case may be, or afternoon, any old time, any old hour, and I will catch you later.